Guys, if you're watching this from YouTube, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're actually going to be talking about being a content creator and why is that kind of a big thing for today, especially here in 2020, going into 2021. What does that look like as a person who does YouTube or any kind of content? Why is this something that people are considering as a career or as a just a path on how to express themselves in a way? So what I want to do is I want to break it down in a few things and talk about what does it mean to be a content creator? What does the job entail? You know, what things can you expect? Why would you expect those things, etc. So I'm going to break it down into just a few categories. Number one, let's talk about what does it mean to be a content creator? What is the job? Number two, what is expected of you? What do you think society thinks of you? When you say to someone, what does it mean to be a content creator to someone else, to your audience? What does that look like? Number three, what's the pay like? How does that look like for different people? Can you make a living off of being a content creator? And then lastly, is being a content creator something that everyone is able to do? And if so, what are the steps on how to be able to get into that? So let's go into the first one. So what is a content creator? What is that? So a person who creates content or whatever, i.e. a content creator, is someone who goes onto a social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, if TikTok's still alive when you're watching this, Twitch, any kind of platform that allows you to express yourself in a way to others, to another person's audience, and then create content that they can consume. That's being a content creator. A lot of people consider the job something completely disconnected from that and see it as more of a hobby rather than something that they can make money from and actually treat it like a business. More people today are treating it like a business and trying to consider, you know, what am I doing as a brand? That's kind of where I'm focusing. Like my brand, Darkened Cyrus, what is that brand? And when it comes to sponsorships or affiliates or things like that, what is the limiting factor on whether or not you're going to take that deal or not take that deal? And so a lot of the things that it comes up to being is what you choose to do with it. A lot of people start streaming, start creating content, making fan pages, Instagram group pages, kind of just out of like the hope that one day they'll become famous and someone will notice them and then they can retire and live at home and not do any work and just take all the money that comes in from ad revenue. But they don't think about the whole situation, about the grind, the building of the brand, making the connections, finding the people that are going to support you and uplift you, and getting your community, and then making sure that you're also listening to the people who disagree with you so that you grow as a person. And all of that, when you're looking at the difference between how does a content creator, what is a content creator, you know, the difference is not just someone who posts videos on YouTube and becomes famous overnight. It's just not possible. It's just not what happens. You can ask many YouTubers that have started that it's a long process. Not for everyone. Some people, it's instant. They post a video. I talk about this person a lot. Is Dream, actually from YouTube, posted a PewDiePie seed video and became very famous very quickly on YouTube, actually got monetized, had a whole bunch of views, and now his channel is blown up along with the people around him. And, you know, not a lot of people get that kind of success really quickly. If you look at Twitch, like the platform we're streaming on right now, people 4 years ago, 5 years ago, it wasn't as saturated. So streamers like Ninja and Shroud and Dr. Disrespect and people who started during that time when it wasn't so saturated could put in a whole mess of time and just continue to grind, continue to push. And the hope was that people would jump in their channel and their numbers would carry, their analytics would carry, and eventually they would continue to see that growth and that carry through with them. That model doesn't work today. So what does a content creator look like in 2020? So Let's talk about what a content creator, let's do number 2. What does a content creator look like to other people as an audience member? All of you, including myself, are content ingestors. We're people who ingest, consume, take in content in some way. All of you who are watching me right now, who are in chat, all of you who are in chat are consuming my content, the content of me being on this platform, talking to you and having this conversation with you. You're consuming my content. And that consuming might not be the right word, but it might be the right word. But if you're watching my YouTube videos, the thing you're watching on YouTube, it's the same thing. You're taking content that I've edited on a social media platform, put it there. I've put proper SEO, search engine optimization, on it so that you could find it. And when you talk about that as an audience member, you don't think of that. You'll pick up your phone, you'll open up YouTube, and you'll scroll your recommended feed, you'll click a video, and then eventually you'll start getting down that recommended path. Or you'll get on Twitter and you'll start scrolling and you'll start reading tweets, and like a tweet from someone on a thread, and then all of a sudden they pop up on your feed. And so it creates this kind of connection based, what you like to see. Instagram's the same thing. You start liking pictures from people and you start following a person, then you start seeing their content more. TikTok is very big on this right now. The more you watch that current TikTok that's on the screen, the more often that sound is going to be referred to you, or that content creator, that actual TikTok artist would be, recommended to you. And so as an audience member, you don't think about it as much because you actually start curating all of the content you consume without even thinking about it. If you're not a content creator, you're not thinking about, how do I curate my content for you? You're thinking about, okay, when I get on YouTube, I don't want to have to scroll through a whole mess of content to find what I want to see. Or if I'm on TikTok, I don't want to go on there and see a whole bunch of people doing things I don't want to see. I'm just going to keep scrolling. And so TikTok wants to keep you on the platform. YouTube wants to keep you on the platform. So they curate the content for you. Platforms like Twitch, they haven't figured that out yet. They haven't figured out how to curate content for you. They just have a directory, you browse it, and people who stream on this platform hope to get discovered. That's why people like Alpha Gaming channel, Harris Heller, who is a fantastic channel. I recommend you check him out. I always talk about him because I really see him as like a, I don't know, like a goal, but someone who I really look up to as a content creator, is someone who came from, starting in the industry in a different place, rebranding himself and pushing forward and really thinking about what it looks like to be a social media person. But then you see someone like Devin Nash, who's been in the industry, who talks about how to grow with industry terms that he's studied because of his job outside of being a content creator. And so when it comes to these things, you don't really think about it as a viewer, which is the second point. What does the viewer see as a content creator? So the third one, let's talk about why people do content creation. Content creation is one of two things. You either do it for a hobby or you do it for money. Most content creators aren't just uploading to YouTube because they want to upload to YouTube, unless they're just trying to archive things. They're making it public and spending time doing search engine optimization. Their goal is to get clicks, views, subscribers, followers, TikTok follows, whatever the case. They're putting content on there for enjoyment purposes, entertainment purposes, education purposes, scaring people purposes, whatever the case. They're putting that content on there to be clicked. And when it comes to things like a content creator, you have to start thinking, how do I gauge this in a way to make money as a content creator? Now, I can't speak from a big channel perspective, but I can say from my small channel, I am as of the time of this recording, I have 1.62 thousand subscribers. I'm just over 1,600 subscribers on YouTube. Just got monetized, not even a month back, And I've just been getting monetized for ads on my videos, and looking at those numbers, it's not a lot. When I say this number, I want you to think about the fact that I've only been going for 15 days on a very small channel. But what does that number represent in time commitment. So what essentially is going to happen in December, I'll probably receive a check from YouTube. I have reached the minimum payout of about a little over $120, like $122 and some cents or something like that. And that will be my first my first YouTube payout from ad revenue for like 15 days. So if you kind of put that together, that's about $300 a month. That's nowhere near going full time, considering it. Not even the thought of it has crossed my mind. But looking at the growth of my channel, if I keep that steady growth, I can predict that this time next year, I'll be at close to this subscriber level. If everything continues well and people continue to enjoy my content, I could consider that. And then you can also kind of map out what your revenue might look like at that time. And, eventually it comes to that point where most people who really invest in this time-wise get to that point where they're able to step away and make it a full-time career. Do I think I'm anywhere near that? No, I'm not. I'm nowhere even considering it right now. It's a beautiful thing that people are watching my content. And for you guys, thank you for doing that. Do make sure you hit subscribe if you enjoy this content. It definitely helps out, and it's free on YouTube, not Twitch. Love you guys. Follow me over there. But anyway, so when it comes to the making money part of it, you have to really think the hours of time you've invested. I put in 16 months of 100 videos uploaded to my YouTube channel before I was able to finally hit 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. And for some people that seems like a lot. For some people that might not seem like a lot. But that was over a year's worth of my time. I was 28. I'm 30 now. And I started doing this when I was 28. My son was 7 months old when I made my channel. 7 months old when I made my channel. He just turned 2. And so when you put it in perspective, that time commitment that I've put in that to building a community, to building the connection with you guys, is it worth it? Well, then you have to start valuing what it looks like. So a lot of people get into this game and give up so early. They don't see the growth they expect. They don't see the monetization, and they get so discouraged because they haven't learned what YouTube wants or what Twitch wants, and they haven't learned those things, so they give up, they let it go and move on. Even though they might have invested plenty of money in gear, content, people, whatever the case, they haven't taken in that rest of that investment. They haven't got monetized yet. They didn't get it from a sponsorship or anything like that. And so these people give up. And most, I'd probably say 99% of creators that say, I'm going to start creating on YouTube, quit. Simply because they don't see the growth that they want. It's not instant satisfaction, instant guarantee like most things are today. So, and what about the last piece? Step number 4 is, can you do it? Is it for everyone? Yes. Everyone in this chat today, everyone who's watching today, everyone seeing it on YouTube or on Twitch, whatever the case, yes, you are a content creator. You are a person who probably has a social media account, who makes posts. You might not make dedicated, edited YouTube videos or stream on Twitch. You might not be that. Yes, you are a content creator. But when it comes to the idea of looking at content creation from a business perspective, are you at that point? Have you considered yourself as a brand? Have you considered yourself as, what are you going to look like in the next 6 months, 1 year, 5 years? Have you considered a business model? What is your motto? Or not motto, but your like brand idea. And a lot of people don't. They just think, I'm going to make content. People are going to watch it. I'm going to get famous. And then I'm going to retire and live in my FaZe Clan house. and just be a fantastic gamer for the rest of my life and not have any worries or concerns and not think about the big idea. So I want you to think about it from a different perspective. Are you content creators? Sure, you're a content creator, but are you doing it to the level of what you want to achieve from monetization and what you want to see in your life? That's up to you. What you need to consider and what you need to find out for yourself is, where do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that's 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, getting paid 5K, 6K in just ad revenue, not considering sponsorships or live streaming, affiliate marketing? Do you want to be that person that can do that and do passive income on the side with YouTube going? Then you have to really consider what your business model is going to be. It might mean making videos when you don't want to make videos, or streaming when you don't want to stream, even though it might be kind of difficult. But what's your business model? Are you going to treat it as a business, or are you going to treat it as a hobby? Those who treat it as a hobby, a small, when I say small percentage, a small percentage will hit it big. And they'll hit it big from some other reason. Someone will carry them, some other channel will shout them out, somehow they'll get picked up on some platform. They're on TikTok, and then that means they get famous on YouTube, because TikTok has a little bit better kind of searchability just because of how short the content is. So the likelihood of you getting picked up very quickly is very small. But it's what you choose to do with your actions today is what will set you up for success in the future. If you want to succeed at this, you have to be a person ready to invest in it. And I don't mean monetary investment. I mean investing your time, your skills. Everyone has a unique skill set. I am a musician. I've been playing instruments for 20 years, longer than some of you have been alive. I have been a musician. I've loved it. I enjoy it. Could I make a YouTube channel on music? Sure. Will I do it one day? Who knows? But right now, what I'm focused on is another part of my hobby, or another part of my skill set, is technology and teaching. Because not only have I done music for 20 years, I've been a teacher for 10 in the public schools, but I've been teaching privately for about 14 years. And I wanted to take that teaching skill and my love for technology and push them together to bring you content that helps you grow your channel. Because it's great and fine for me to be a person to grow my channel and for you to click on this video and for me to get views and ad revenue, and that's all great. Thank you for watching, by the way. But it doesn't help me if I'm not adding value to what you want to do. And I don't believe in that. I feel like if I can provide value for you to grow, then I've accomplished my mission. And that's my hope, is that I can do that. And that's me. And so when I look at my brand is to bring expertly educated content. Maybe not expertly, that's a horrible way to say that, but content in a way that is easily digestible to a person who might not fully understand, so that they have the opportunity and the skill set to try and become successful as a content creator. That's my goal. As a channel, as a brand, that's my goal. And that took a long time for me to land on. I did gaming content for a while, figured out that wasn't for me. And this just kind of sits in my niche, talking to you, letting you know all of the knowledge that I have, whether it be fantastic or you completely disagree with me. Completely understand if you do, by the way. But this is just what I have. And so if your goal is to do these things, you have to be a person that's ready to invest your time and skills. Do what makes you happy, but also know that sometimes it's going to feel like work. Nothing in life is going to come easy, especially when it's something that you want. The adage of, well, if you enjoy what you do and you love what you do, it's never going to feel like work. There ain't a single time that I don't open Adobe Premiere and it somehow doesn't save and crashes on me, that it doesn't feel like work, that I have to reopen Premiere and go edit my video. There ain't a single time that hasn't done that. So just because I enjoy making content and bringing content to you guys doesn't mean that editing, by the way, I hate editing. Shout out to editors. Doesn't mean that I don't know how to do it. It's just what it is. So I think that'll wrap that up. Guys, if you're watching this from YouTube or on Twitch, whatever the case, thank y'all for getting here. Do make sure you follow me on Twitch. Come join the Discord. And definitely subscribe to the channel. And I love it. So as always, thank you. My name is Cyrus, and welcome to the darkness. We'll definitely catch you next time.